Hello, this is Dori class. It's Tuesday, December 26th, 2023. And I wanted to take a minute in our beautiful, 50, 60 degree Fahrenheit weather here in Tucson to sit outside and look at the beautiful snow-capped mountains and enjoy our garden and all the birds above, and just come back here to you and say Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Boxers Day, all the holidays you're celebrating at this time of the year, season of light, and into the new year. I just want you to know I wish you well, no matter what's happening in your life. And I wanted to also thank you all of you, my army of angels who have been praying for my healing journey with my total knee replacement, and for Michael's healing journey with his cancer and his new cancer diagnosis. And I wanted to let those of you know who did not see some of our posts that Michael's confirmatory urine analysis came back and it was negative, which means the original bladder cancer assessment was a false positive, and he does not have bladder cancer. And we are, as you might imagine, thrilled. The 2 weeks while we were waiting for those results were a very contemplative time when you imagine your life's going to change dramatically. At least we went there, and I'm sure that a lot of that reflecting and a lot of those conversations will yield much fruit going forward. And we're grateful that that is not our path. Apparently, people who've been through prostate cancer treatment, the kind Michael was in the last year, often do have false positives from the cytology exam. So we didn't know that originally going in, and we're grateful now that that was in fact the case. So just wanted to let you know, and you could celebrate with us. And then thirdly, I want to put out an invitation, and I'm pretty sure I'm committed to this. I'm celebrating my 5-week and 1-day anniversary of my total knee replacement, and every day I'm enjoying the little wins and making progress. Sometimes it feels like I'm on a plateau, or things are definitely going slower than I'd like. I'm impatient that way, but what's mostly true is that there's progress every day, and I am focusing on that and wanting to celebrate the little wins, and very, very grateful. And all of your encouragement, your presence, your well wishes, your gifts, your visits, everything you're doing is helping me on this journey. I've mentioned in some of my posts that it is a marathon, and thankfully I've done 5. So I actually know what it's like to train for that and to do them. And it's a journey, and it takes time, and it takes support, and thank you all for being there for that. I appreciate it so much. And maybe by my 6th week, I'll be able to take off my compression sock. I would love that. That would be a big win. And I'm mostly not using the cane anymore, except for longer efforts or when I'm out in public, just for a little extra support. And so, yeah, lots of milestones. We'll be able to celebrate taking the support chair out of the shower, taking the riser seat off of the toilet. Like, there'll be all these fun things to celebrate eventually. So I'm looking forward to that too. About this time of year, or actually beginning with the Thanksgiving holiday, I go through a process of reflection, and I often send a sheet I created that has like year-end reflection, New Year preview kind of stuff to my clients. I share with my family, and in the old days when we were all together regularly and it was easy to corral the troops, we would fill these out together and share them with one another around the table, and it was quite a meaningful, reflective time. And that's changed a lot because my kids are older now and they have their own traditions. And so I'm mostly on my own, and my husband and I will do it. I might send it to my clients. My coach and I take turns with it. He fills out my form too, and we take turns with it and kind of co-coach each other with it, which is really nice. But what I'm noticing that I'm craving or wanting to offer now is that oftentimes I'll send these out and I don't know who does what with them. And it's one thing to contemplate your reflections and your kind of New Year anticipations. It's another thing to write them down, and it's another thing to share them. That's a different level of vulnerability, a different level of intimacy, and a different level of making it real. And so what I'm feeling moved to do is to create a container for us to do just that, to share our reflections with one another to the extent anyone wants to. We might, you can come and not share anything. That's okay. Just showing up is meaningful and a gift. So I haven't finalized anything yet. I'm just kind of in a creative process right now, but I'm thinking either Saturday, January 6th or Sunday, January 7th, Tucson time, which is an hour later than Pacific and 2 hours earlier than Eastern, probably late my morning, one of those 2 days. I'll set up a Zoom call and put out an invitation, probably via video or on Facebook or multiple places via email, and encourage you to join. Complimentary, I'll facilitate, and if you're interested, then maybe right beforehand I'll also send out the form, or you can DM me and give me an email address to send it out to you directly, so you can have something to at least look at, to reflect on. And but I have two questions in particular I think I want to start us off with that are not on that form, and I'll bring to us that day when we meet. I'm imagining, I don't know, I might have said this already, an hour and 15 minutes. Might go longer if some people want to linger, but and I'll probably record it so I can post it for people who can't attend. And I know, I don't know, in the online work world, you're not supposed to say stuff like that because then people won't come, right? I don't know. I trust that the people who want to come and need to come or are available to come will come. And we can practice being a container in ourselves and for one another. And we can practice bearing witness and being witnessed. We can practice giving and receiving. And we can bring our reflections into the light. And that's what I'm craving. And that's what I have birds all around me. You can probably hear them, and they're starting to dump on me seeds and God knows what else. It's a very active spot. So anyway, I digress, sorry. So I don't even know what I'm going to call it, but keep an eye out. If you're not on my email distribution list, get on it. Go to doriclass.com and get on my email distribution list so you can get a notice that way, or just check out my Facebook posts or LinkedIn posts. And I'm not a regular on Instagram, but maybe we'll get something there too, who knows. But save the date, January 6th or 7th, probably. And I'd love it if you'd join me. It's kind of a sacred time to go into those kinds of reflections and to share it with one another, to be witnessed, to say something out loud. On my business card, on the back of my business card, my tagline says, "Inspiring courage for the leader within." And in my worldview, each of us is a leader at the very least in our own lives. And when we're on this journey of evolution and transformation and growth, that's a big part of the journey, right? Is to find that place inside ourselves where we have inner authority and outer agency, and we're no longer just in a reaction, a conditioned reaction to all of the things we've been trained to think or learn or assume or correct, and we're actually more in touch with what is our truth. To me, that's what I call leadership, and where self-acceptance, self-love, self-leadership, self-mastery are all priorities. And so this is part of that, like sharing who we are in simple, meaningful ways inside a collective. That's where we really connect more deeply with ourselves and one another, and that's where the truth comes out. And it's almost always a beautiful thing. So stay tuned, and I will keep you posted. In the meantime, again, happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. If I don't talk to you this way before the new year, I wish you a wonderful, safe, happy new year. And the more each of us works to do our own work and find peace within, the more we will have peace in the world. I'm absolutely sure of that, convinced of that. So stay on that journey, be on that journey. We can be on that journey together, okay? Thank you for listening, and hopefully, once I decide the details of the January 6th or 7th event, join me, okay? All right, bye for now. Thanks for everything.